Hey everyone, Mr. MSA here. This is a lap guide for the time trial challenge taking place at Trial Mountain with the 2020 Honda Civic Type R. To access this time trial challenge, you'll need to enter sport mode, so make sure you have menu book number 9 completed. Okay, there we go. Go ahead and click on that and you'll see the time trial challenge right in front of you in the middle of the screen. So you can go ahead and enter through there. You can use your own car or rent one out. Either way, make sure you do not have a wide body nor nitrous installed in the car. And we're on the sports hard tires, and do note that this is with pretty much a fully stock Civic Type R. Any visual modifications, such as the front bumper and the rear wing, will be made cosmetic only, so they won't affect the car. This is also a front wheel drive, so it is prone to quite a bit of understeer, so you want to be careful with your inputs, even more so because this car has really soft suspension. So especially through the first couple of turns, you want to be careful with your inputs so you don't upset the balance of the car. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started with the lap guide. Make sure you get the final corner right, as that'll help you get a good start to your new lap. So you want to exit this turn on third gear, that way you have less chance of getting wheel spin and you don't have to shift up as you're exiting the turn. But as you're about to start your new lap, make sure you bring yourself towards the right side of the track, and this is where you want to be really careful with your inputs, as this is where the balance of the car can easily get upset. Your first braking and turning point is when the barrier on the right starts, so you're going to be at 50% braking power for a very short moment. Slowly and carefully ease off of the brakes and start turning in. Once you hit the apex, you want to quickly get on the throttle and actually do lots of throttle control to try to help the car rotate a bit more through these turns. So you can see me just playing around with the throttle input. And I'm going to pause right here because I want to mention those first couple of turns, you can either take it on 4th or 5th gear. It'll be up to your driving style, but anyways, brake just as the barrier on the right ends. Brake hard for a very short moment. Start to ease off of the brakes almost immediately and turn in as the tunnel starts. You want to be really careful with your throttle input so you don't understeer onto the walls. Bring yourself towards the left and brake before you pass this sign that is on the left. That sign is also your turning point. 100% braking for a short moment. Start to turn in and ease off of the brakes. You want to be really smooth with your inputs here, really easy to hit the wall on the left. Then brake just as the curb on the left ends. Little bit of braking because you want to keep it tight on the right. Really careful with your throttle input, stay on 4th gear, and just as you enter the tunnel, this is where you want to play around with the braking. So a little bit of trail braking, a little bit of throttle control, just try to stay really tight to the left, and then get on the throttle as soon as you can. You want to try to carry as much speed onto the back straight without hitting the wall that is on the right. One thing I do want to note, I actually stay on 5th gear throughout the entire back straight. I don't go up to 6th gear just because I have to shift up and that'll cost me a bit of time. But anyways, brake just as the curb on the right starts. Brake in a straight line, full braking power, and then ease off of the brakes and carefully turn in well before you reach the concrete slab that is on the right. You want to be really careful with it here because it is very easy for the car to act up and end up in an unnecessary slide. Then when you pass this rock or boulder that is on the left, that's where you get on the throttle. Do note that I shifted down to 3rd gear but took my time shifting down to 3rd gear. Bring yourself towards the left, brake as you reach this broken tree trunk that is on the left. Brake hard for a short while. Nice and easy off of the brakes, just taking your time transitioning over from the braking to the throttle. Just keep it real nice and smooth so you don't end up with any unnecessary understeer or sliding around. Then brake just after the barrier on the right starts, so 100% braking power for a short moment. Bit of trail braking as you're turning in, and when you hit the apex you want to carefully get on the throttle That way you don't understeer onto the grass and hit the wall. But anyways, for the final chicane, bring yourself towards the right. You're braking just after the curb on the right starts, so full braking power for quite a while. Bring yourself down to second gear and make sure you kind of park it at the apex of this left turn. That way you can stay on the left, set yourself up for the final chicane, do lots of throttle control, go up to third gear and carefully get on the throttle to try to get as little understeer as possible. And that is it for the lap guide. So hopefully this guide helps you get that gold medal, because those 2 million credits for the gold medal is a pretty sweet incentive. But anyways, the non-commentary section will start in a moment, but thank you guys for watching the video. You can press the like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and well, that's all from me. So this is Mr. MCA telling you to say hello to Nessie, and I'll see you in the next video.